Greetings, humans. It's now just after Christmas. So, how have you guys been? How's your Christmas been? How's your just time off work been if you don't celebrate Christmas? How have you been enjoying the nice period where we generally all get at least 2 days off work? Unless you're me, in which case I think I've now had 3 weeks off work, but that's what happens when you're self-employed. You actually get time off. Gee. What have you guys been up to? About 2 days ago, I watched Matilda the musical, the movie, and I absolutely loved it. If you guys have watched it, tell me in the comments, did you also love it? Because I cried an unhealthy amount of times throughout. It was amazing and I loved it. And if you have even the slightest inclination towards liking musicals, go and watch it. If you liked reading Matilda as a child, go and watch it. If you liked the film, go and watch it. In case you haven't got the hint, I think it's worth a watch. However, I could easily spend a 10-minute video just talking about how much I enjoyed watching Matilda, but that's not what it says up there. Up there it says we're doing the Good Vibes Yarn monthly bundle. So that instead is what we're going to do. We've got the giant pink bag. I had to make sure that I didn't have my address side out on that because I very nearly did. I've probably done that before, you know. I really need to be careful on that. But hey, this one has quite a few pairs of yarn in it, which is quite helpful. Starting with this one, which to me definitely looks tasty. Like, those guys make me think of ice cream. They are nice colours. I don't know if these are actually the right labels or not. I've just thought, I've never actually said in a video, I don't think, but because these are like leftover mystery stuff, the yarn label doesn't necessarily match the yarn, so it might tell you that something is super chunky when it's actually like a DK weight. So there's not, you know, I don't know if these are the right labels, but I've got quite a lot of it and I really like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like it, and that's the important bit. Now, these ones I liked, but when I showed my mum, she was like, So, I quite like them because there's like a subtle gradient in it. It's sort of a pinky brownie. I quite like it. I think it's quite a sweet colour. Again, don't know if the label's right. But at this point, I don't really care either. Because it's nice yarn, and because there's 2 balls of it, I can actually do stuff with it. Sorry, nearly knocked my thing off my cupboard. Got another fuzzy one. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see the fuzz on that. Another fuzzy one. I don't really know what to do with these fuzzies. I've done a couple of hats where I've used like one of these, held double with one of those. Not those exact colours, they would probably look a bit weird together, but that kind of idea, because then it's slightly fuzzy and a bit warmer. Or at least, I hope a bit warmer. And it gives a slightly more interesting colour. Again, I'm playing quite the juggling act there. I quite like this. This is definitely not the right label, because this is absolutely not a DK weight. Can tell you that for nothing. But it's definitely, I like that. I like the little specky flecks in there. They're quite cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And finally, we have a big chunky yarn, and that I really like because I really like the big chunky things because they are so squishy. I'm making a whole blanket out of a creamy one of these and a reddish one of these. I love them. They are, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Like, that's compared to this. I love it. Sorry, I knocked a ball on myself. And apologies, as always, for the crinkling. At some point I'll work out a better way of doing this that doesn't involve a lot of crinkles, but I haven't mastered that yet. But hey, there was a stitch marker in of that lot. I can't remember what it was, nor can I remember what I've done with it. It may actually already be being used in a project. But hey, that's not like the important. I mean, let's be honest. The stitch markers are the fun bit. That whole tub is full of them. I have a bit of a stitch marker thing, but they're always helpful. They are really, really helpful. Oh, I do remember what it was. It looks like a slice of pear, or it may have been a slice of apple. But it was very cute, and I think it's probably still in my dressing gown pocket. But hey, I do remember what it was. So, thanks for watching. I hope you've all had a good festive period, and I hope you're all happy and healthy. And see you next video.